Hola Panteras, bienvenidos a Educación Física y Yoga Virtual Edición de una Fiesta. Welcome to PE and Yoga Virtual Fiesta Edition. Today we are remembering our unique and amazing year in PE and Yoga. Hoy celebramos un año increíble y único. Empezamos con un paseo por el ayer. We are beginning with a trip down memory lane. Do you remember doing these activities in PE? ¿Recuerdas esas actividades en educación física?
No, not quite. How about tomorrow?
Video. I just love seeing all these different ages.
We had so much fun. Qué divertidos. This was an amazing year of yoga, too. Era un año sorprendente en yoga también. El primer año con un studio de yoga. Our first year with a brand new yoga studio, remember? Let's remember together with this slideshow. Recordamos juntos con esta presentación.
Reach for the stars.
Breath out. Good. Nice. You look fantastic. Good. Freeze the other way.
Wow, that was great. Perfecto. La mila mañanera era una otra parte importante de escuela este año. The morning mile was another important part of our school year. Es una buena manera empezar el día escolar. Since we didn't get to have a celebration assembly, ¿por qué no podemos tener una asamblea? Reconocemos los estudiantes que hicieron el mayor número de millas este año. Let's honor the students who got the most miles this year now. La Mía Mañanera, the Morning Mile, 2019 to 2020. Los 10 mejores, the top 10. En décimo lugar, Cristian Beltrán Páez, en cuarto grado, con 47 millas. In ninth place, Camila Valle, en tercer grado, con 55 millas. In 8th place, Olive Stelflug in 5th grade with 53 miles. In 7th place, Skylar Ellenwood, in first grade with 75 miles. In sixth place, Graham Smalley in fourth grade with 83 miles. En quinto lugar, Héctor Valle en quinto grado con 96 millas. In fourth place, Jacob Bishop in fourth grade with 106 miles. En tercer lugar, Mariah McCool en tercer grado con 127 millas. In second place, Diana McCool in fourth grade with 129 miles. And in first place, primer lugar, Raleigh Wheeler en quinto grado con 178 millas. This is Raleigh's second year in first place. Es el segundo año de Raleigh en el primer lugar. We wish him the best in Nostal, and we hope he will stay active and victorious. I want to say thank you to our Morning Mile coaches, Olive Stelpflug, Annabelle Vickers, Henry Campos Ya, Georgia Myers, Ricardo Bautista Hernandez, Emerson Alvaran, Junior Salinas, Naomi Ramirez Corona, Ana Hernandez Ortiz, and Alexander Kalel Mendoza. Thank you so much for all your help this year. You made the Morning Mile possible. You rock! I had lots of fun this year in Morning Mile, and I will miss you, coaches. I hope you come back and visit us sometime. Por supuesto, no podíamos hacer la mía mañanera, ni yoga, ni educación física al gimnasio durante el coronavirus. Of course, we couldn't do the Morning Mile or yoga or PE in the gym during the coronavirus. Por eso trajimos todos en línea con los videos y menús de las actividades. For this reason, we went online with videos and supplemental menus of activities. Además, las Panteras están haciendo un trabajo fantástico con el Wrigley Reto de Física 2020. And additionally, the Wrigley Panthers are doing a fantastic job with the Wrigley Fitness Challenge 2020. Miramos a este tiempo inusual con los videos y las fotos de los estudiantes de Wrigley se manteniendo en la forma durante la cuarentena de corona. Let's take a look at some videos and photos of students staying fit during the corona quarantine. Maravilloso, wonderful, pero no terminamos ahora, but we're not done yet. Hoy es el último día para hacer los retos para nuestra meta de 310 retos en total. Today is the last day to do challenges toward our school-wide goal of 310 challenges in total. Celebramos mañana con un Zoom room cual es como una asamblea para toda la escuela. We're celebrating tomorrow with a Zoom room, which is like an assembly for the whole school. Voy a anunciar los estudiantes que ganarán los premios por hacer la mayoría de los retos. I'm going to announce in our Zoom room which students have won prizes for doing the most challenges. And at the end of the Zoom room, the slime will be dumped on my head. Al final del Zoom room, el slime va a caer en mi cabeza. Voy a poner el enlace al Zoom room en Seesaw y Google Classroom hoy. Haz clic en el enlace y mañana a las 11 y disfruta. I'm going to put the link to the Zoom room in Google Classroom and Seesaw today. Please click on the link tomorrow at 11 to join our meeting and enjoy. La última cosa voy a preguntarte a hacer es completar una encuesta sobre educación física y yoga. The last thing I'm going to ask you to do this year is to do a survey about yoga and PE. ¿Qué actividades te gustan? ¿Qué no te gusta en mis clases? ¿Qué aprendiste? What do you not like in my classes? And what did you learn? Me gustaría oír tus ideas de cómo podemos hacer educación física y yoga con distanciamiento social. I also would like to hear your ideas about how we can do yoga and PE with social distancing in the fall. Podrías mandarme tus respuestas a ccash@pps.net. You can send your answers to my email at ccash@pps.net o hacer la encuesta que voy a publicar en Google Classroom y Seesaw el 8 de junio. Or you can answer the survey that I'm going to put in Google Classroom and Seesaw the 8th of June. Muchísimas gracias a todos los estudiantes y las familias de Rigler por un año de educación física y yoga increíble. Thank you very much to all of the families and students of Rigler for an amazing and unusual and unforgettable year in PE and yoga. I feel very lucky to get to be the PE and yoga teacher at Rigler. Siento que tengo mucha suerte estar la maestra de educación física y yoga a Rigler. Por ahora, haz más retos. Cuidarte. For now, do more challenges, take care of yourself, and ciao. Ciao for now. See you at the Zoom room. Nos vemos al Zoom room.
Hola panteras y panteritas, soy la maestra Alicia. Hoy les voy a leer un libro que se llama Los pingüinos adoran los colores. Vamos a ver de qué se trata. Rojo, anaranjado, amarillo, verde, azul, morado. Había una vez 6 pingüinitos que adoraban los colores, lo cual resultaba gracioso porque donde ellos vivían, todo era tan blanco como la nieve. Se llamaban tulipán, lirio atigrado, diente de león, violeta, jacinto y brócoli. ¿Puedes adivinar por qué? Porque su mamá también adoraba los colores. Y cada pingüino se llamaba como una flor de color brillante. Un día, los pingüinos querían darle una sorpresa a su mamá. ¿Qué podían hacer? Ya sé, dijo Tulipán. Usemos nuestras pinturas y hagamos el cuadro más colorido que podamos. ¿Crees que estos pingüinitos adoraban pintar sobre la nieve y el hielo perfectamente blancos? Por supuesto que sí. Los pingüinos se pusieron a trabajar. Cada uno usó su color preferido: rojo, anaranjado, amarillo, morado, azul, verde. ¿Crees que hicieron un desastre? Sí, estaban cubiertos de pintura de arriba abajo. ¡Ahí viene mamá!, susurró Lirio atigrado. ¿Le gustará su sorpresa? ¡Qué lindo!, exclamó mamá. ¡Un arco iris maravilloso y tantas flores bonitas! ¡Qué pingüinitos tan inteligentes! ¿Sabía mamá quién había pintado cada flor? Por supuesto que sí. ¿Y tú lo sabes? Rojo, tulipán. Anaranjado, lirio atigrado. Amarillo, diente de león. Morado, violeta. Azul, jacinto. Verde, brócoli. Los pingüinitos estaban tan contentos que saltaron y dieron brincos arriba y abajo. Adoro mi sorpresa, dijo mamá. Adoro las flores y los colores, pero no tanto como adoro a mis 6 pingüinitos. 6 pingüinitos que necesitan un baño. Los pingüinos se restregaron dentro de la bañera hasta estar limpios. Sí, y cuando terminaron estaban agotados, así que se acurrucaron para una siesta, seguros y felices en el tibio amoroso regazo de su mamá. Fin.
Hola, hello, привет, regular Panthers. My name is Mrs. Shore, and I want to introduce you to my dog Ari. This is Ari. He is a miniature schnauzer, and he's one of my 3 dogs. I have 2 more besides him. So Ari's favorite thing in the whole wide world is to play with his soft toys. Of course, sometimes his toys don't even look pretty anymore after being chewed many times, but to him, they are even better than before. But the problem is, when he gets his new toy or chooses his old favorite one, he starts to follow us everywhere, jumping on us, making friendly growls, and doing all sorts of things to get our attention, just because he wants to share his toy with us. But sometimes we are busy with our own work and we don't have necessarily time at that moment to pay attention at him. We want him to wait just a little bit. But do dogs understand this? That's a good question, and hopefully one day we'll find the right answer. But guess what? People are having the same problems as well. Sometimes we're getting so excited about something for someone and we want to share that excitement right away. And most of the time, we're forgetting about a very, very important rule. To be patient and to have good manners. Wait for others to finish their thoughts before starting our own. So, Ari gave me a good idea what book to read to you today. So I hope you'll enjoy this book and you'll learn a lesson how to be patient and how to wait for your turn without interrupting others. Okay, so I'm gonna let Ari go with his toy and I'll read the book to you. Okay, Ari. So the title of this book is My Mouse is a Volcano, written by Julia Cook, illustrated by Carrie Hartman. Let's see if you can see it better like this. My name is Louise. People say I erupt a lot. I don't think I do. I have a lot to say, and all of my works are very important to me. When other people talk, words just pop into my head. Then they slide down onto my tongue. My tummy starts to rumble and then it starts to grumble. Rumble, grumble. My words begin to wiggle and then they do the jiggle. My tongue pushes all my important words up against my teeth and then I erupt. Words just explode out of my mouth and my mouth is a volcano. Hey, guess what, boys? In class, my teacher says that when we want to say something, we are supposed to look at her, raise our hand, and wait until she calls on us. I tried that. After I waited patiently for what seems like 62 years, my important words slid down my head and to my tongue. My tummy started to rumble and then it started to grumble. My words began to wiggle and then they did a jiggle. My tongue pushed all the way important words onto my teeth and my volcano erupted. Teacher, I think we should have recess all day. I'm hungry. Can we go to lunch now? My teacher was less than pleased. She rapped at me right back. I know what you're saying is very important to you, Louise, but since it is not an emergency, you'll have to wait until I call on you. It was my volcano's fault. All day care, we were sitting on the rug, listening to Miss Polly read us a story about planting trees. All of a sudden, I thought about the time my grandpa and I planted 6 trees in the front yard. My important words slid down from my head onto my tongue. My tongue started to rumble and then it started to grumble. My words began to wiggle and then they started to jiggle. My tongue pushed all the way important words into my teeth and my volcano erupted. Hey guys, once I planted zillions of trees with my grandpa and I got a timeout. It was my volcano's fault. During dinner, Mom and Dad were talking about paying the bills. Then I thought about my friend Bill. Bill can blow a bubble inside of a bubble when he chews 2 pieces of bubble gum. Now that is really important. My important words, Bill slid down from my head onto my tongue. My tummy started to rumble and then it started to grumble. My words began to wiggle and then they did a jiggle. My tongue pushed all the way, all the very important words onto my teeth and my volcano erupted. May Mom, Bill, blow bubbles with his gum. Louise, Mom said, you're interrupting again. If somebody else is talking, you don't have an emergency. You have to wait until your turn. My mom, my words, they slid down my head onto my tongue. Then my tongue started to run. Louise, you did it again. I got sent to my room. She said I was rude. It was my volcano fault. The next day at school was my very important day. I had been waiting for about 126 weeks to the student star of my class. This made my special moment. This was my special moment. I got to share a poster with my class that had pictures of all my favorite things. I stood up in front of my class and began to tell them about the time I went fishing. Halfway through my story, Richard started to tell everyone about when he went deep sea fishing in Mexico. His story must have been better than mine because everyone started to look at him. He was stealing my important words. Richard, said my teacher, you just interrupted Luis. Please wait until he finished talking and then he might call on you. I couldn't believe how rude that was of Richard. He interrupted me. Then that really made me angry. After talking about my fishing trip, I started to explain the x-ray of my broken arm. Just as I was getting to the good part, Courtney started to tell this class about when she broke her leg. Courtney, said my teacher, you just interrupted Luis. Please wait until he is finished talking, and then he might call on you. I couldn't believe how rude it was of Courtney when she started talking right during my 15 minutes of fame. She ruined my very important words. She almost stole my moment. When I got home, I talked to my mom about rude Richard and rude Courtney. Now you know how we feel when you're interrupting us, said my mom. I never thought about that. I just get so excited, and my words, they just pop into my head. Then they slide down my tongue. My tongue starts to rumble, and then it starts to grumble. My words begin to wiggle, and then it starts to jiggle. Then my tongue pushes all my important words in against my teeth, and then I erupt. Words just explode out of my mouth. My mouth is a volcano. Maybe Richard or Courtney have volcanoes in their mouths too, my mom replied. I never thought about that. Well, son, the next time your important words are pushed into your teeth by your tongue, bite down hard and don't let them out. Then take a deep breath and push your words out through your nose. Then when it's your turn to talk, take a deep breath and breathe them back into your mouth. Will that work? I asked. Only if you make it work, said my mom. That night, at the dinner table, my sister Sylvia was in the middle of her long girl stories when my important words began to slide down on my head and my volcano started to do its things. Just as my tongue started to push my words out through my teeth, I bit down really hard. Then I breathed my words out through my nose. As soon as my sister finished talking, I took a deep breath and back in went the words. I was amazed that they had just hung around outside my mouth and didn't float away. Then I told my story and nobody got mad at me for erupting. After that, I never erupted again. Well, except for the time Bill's bubblegum got stuck in my hair. But that was a real emergency. The end. I hope you really enjoyed this book because I did, and my kids did too, and Ari did. Well, I'll see you next time. Have a nice rest of the week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.